Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about jobs in recovery and what you would do and how you would manage that. So it's going to be quite a short video and it's going to be unedited again, so I can just immediately upload it and not faff about with the million hours editing. So jobs. Some of us have jobs, some of us don't have jobs, and some of us have kept jobs in recovery and some of us haven't. Some of us haven't had to think about that and some of us have. So my general advice with jobs is that your health needs to come first and foremost, and that has to come, above everything else. So if you can actually take a break from working and you can financially afford that and you can focus on your health and not have to go to work, that is the ideal. The ideal is that you do not have to work at all and that you stay at home, rest, recover, eat, and find yourself, really. So if you can not work in recovery, I highly advise that this is what you choose to do. Obviously all of us do not have that option, and so some people will have to work because they don't live with their parents or they need to be financially independent from their parents. So with this, it's basically about damage control. So if you can just do as little hours as possible, that is obviously the best thing. So do the least that you can do, the least that you are financially able to do. Obviously, if you have to work full time, you have to work full time. But then with working, you will need more calories. So if you are going to keep having a job or you need to get a job, then you need to think about having extra energy and making sure that you can fit this into your day, especially if you have a job where you're on your feet, because I know a lot of people end up working bars or waitressing or other things like that, and you really need to take care of yourself, and you really need to make sure that you are eating more if you are being more active during your day, because the ideal, as I said, would be to just be able to rest and repair and not put your body through any kind of stress or strain. But because some people cannot do that, you then have to take care of yourself as much as possible, and that means replenishing the energy that you're losing through working. So you need to kind of think about how active you are during your job and what you need to do to make up for that. You also need to make sure that you get your lunch breaks, that you have snack breaks when you need them. If this means talking to your boss or your manager, this is something that you need to do. You really need to put your health first and foremost, and you do need to communicate with people around you to let them know what you're going through so that they can support and encourage and help you to do that. So if you are able to talk to your boss or your manager, please do, so that they can help provide the right amount of time for you to have the food that you need. Make sure you're bringing enough food to work if you don't buy any at work. Make sure you're bringing good snacks, good lunches, good dinners, whatever it is that you need to eat at work. Make sure that you are bringing the right amount. Bring more rather than less, so that even if you have some left over, you're not going without if you're hungry, because if you bring too little and you're not eating enough, it's something your body really needs, is adequate and consistent energy throughout your day. So if you're able not to work, please don't work. Please stay, rest, stay in bed, watch TV. Don't work if you don't have to, because at the end of the day, you can put jobs off, but you can't put your health off. Your health has to come first, and it has to be now. If you have people to support, you need to be financially independent from your parents. Please make sure you're eating enough. Please make sure you do the minimal hours that you can do for what money you need. And please take care of the energy requirements that you need for what jobs you're doing. And as always, as I just said before, communication is key. Please do communicate with the people around you. Be open and honest. Let people support you. Let people help you. Use any kind of resource around you in order to give yourself the best support. And that's really important, because keeping yourself isolated and alone and not having people around you to help support you during this really difficult time wouldn't really be a great idea. You need to use all of your available support networks, everything that you can get, and this does include people at work. So If you feel able to let people at work know, then do, so that they can also help support you. That really is all there is to say, I guess, about work. Obviously, look after yourself as much as possible, your physical needs and your mental needs. If you are experiencing high levels of stress and anxiety, please do talk to your manager. Please do talk to your boss and your colleagues. Don't be alone in it. If you are struggling, do let people know. And obviously, if you are struggling with work, talk to your therapist as well. Talk to your parents, talk to your friends. Always communicate with people, always offload, because problem shared is a problem halved, and I know that's a cliche saying, but it's kind of true. It's really important to offload your issues and worries and anxieties with other people. If you are really not managing, this is something that you do need to talk to your bosses and parents and anybody who can support you. If you feel like your parents want you to work at the moment, but you don't feel able to, and obviously it would be great if you don't, do talk to them about this, because some parents will be very understanding and will help support you financially as well as emotionally during your recovery. Don't feel that you have to when you haven't even discussed it with them. I know that people do feel pressured by themselves to do the best they can and be high achieving and have a job where they're earning their own money, but you need to communicate with your parents and see what they can do for you and whether they are able to financially support you for a while. And that does not mean that you are weak or that you are not achieving or that you're failing. It's nothing to do with that. It's that you are actually doing the best thing for you and that you are putting your health and your happiness first, because that is the most important thing, and you need to have those things sorted out before you can kind of add things to your life and add more responsibilities and stuff like that. So please do look after yourself, do what you can when it comes to work, and if you do have to work, do as much damage control as possible, and please do communicate. And really, that's all I have to say on that topic. So I know it was brief, but I hope that did help in some way for people who are wondering about this topic. So yeah, hope everybody's well and everybody's fighting and staying strong and challenging themselves, but also being patient and kind to themselves. I will talk to you soon.